Looking for cheap NBA 2K MT coins or Madden coins? Head over to buy2kmut.com for the cheapest coins online and use code Massa for 20% off your order. So welcome back to another My League rebuild here in NBA 2K20, and in today's video we are going to be doing a what if rebuild. Now I haven't done one of these in quite some time, one of like the major blockbuster player for player trades. I thought I'd bring this one back, or this kind of series back, but today we're going to be doing what if Ben Simmons does end up getting traded from Philadelphia. And I saw a couple rumors. Specifically, I saw the first time I saw this rumor was on Six Rings video on his second channel. He actually reacted to Bleacher Report's 5 offseason trades that are possibilities. Not saying they're going to happen, not saying they're really rumored right now, but they're just some possible things that, are out there. So yeah, as I mentioned, the video was on his second channel, so you should definitely go check it out if you have not. But I'll kind of, I'll show you the trade once we get into the rebuild. But if you don't know what it is and you haven't seen his video, first of all, you should definitely go check it out. But basically, the trade is Ben Simmons straight up for CJ McCollum, Anthony Simmons, a 2021 first-round pick. I did it top 10 protected. I feel like that makes the most sense. And then a 2022 unprotected second-round pick. So if in a couple days you guys do want to see the other side of this rebuild where I do a CJ McCollum, 76ers rebuild, I would be happy to do it. But obviously today we are doing the Trailblazers with Ben Simmons. So let's go ahead and hop into this rebuild. So yeah, I put the trade through. Basically, I had it. So trade override was on. I mean, it's a hypothetical anyways. I wasn't going to sit here and, I just kind of went with the exact trade Bleacher Report had. I think it's a not, exactly fair trade, but I mean, I think it's pretty fair value if we're being honest here. So CJ McCollum, one of the better shooting guards in the league. Anthony Simmons, a nice young prospect. I have a top 10 protected first round pick next year, not this year. And then a unprotected second, actually I'm pretty sure all second round picks are unprotected, but a second round pick in 2022 straight up for Ben Simmons. So yeah, Simmons will not be playing point guard. I think that kind of goes without being said. Damian Lillard right here, top 3-4 point guard in the league. So I think I am, for now, going to move Ben Simmons to the small forward spot where he is a 92 overall. I'm actually very excited because, this Trailblazers team is caught up in kind of salary cap hell. There's not a ton you can do. And with this move, it kind of, opens up a new door. Excited to see what we can do. I have gone through staff signing, stuff like that. I will go ahead and show you the staff. I didn't change Alex Davis. I signed Owen Masters. Terry Stotts, I'm fine with. I actually simmed this, and it actually gave us, we won the championship, which was weird as all hell, but we did. And then we went ahead and traded our second best player. But different discussion. Otis Newman, James Graham, and then Randy Martin. So that is our front office if you guys are interested. So we head up to this draft. We do have the 30th pick because, we did just win a championship, which, again, I'm not really sure. But I wouldn't mind, maybe trying to trade for a pick in this year's draft, and let me see what I can do. So I doubt the Bulls are going to take this, but it's pick 30. I believe pick 16 in the second round, and Trevor Ariza for pick 8. I didn't really think that one was going to go through, and of course, we don't have a ton of picks, so I'm not going to sit here and, just mortgage our future for something that we don't really have the assets for. So I guess they're not going to do pick 8. I'm probably just going to go down pick by pick. I'll do 10 with the, okay, of course, the Wizards don't have the money for that. I'm just trying to get a decent pick in this year's draft. I don't need anything amazing. I'm just trying to, maybe get another bench piece. So the Celtics, oh my God, the Celtics don't have cap space. I think the lowest I'll go is 14. Okay, that's a second round pick. Who is pick 14 here? It is going to be the Magic have 15, so I'll keep that in mind that the Magic do have 15. The Pelicans have 14. They don't agree with that. All right, let's go to Orlando. This is going to be kind of like the last one I do if this doesn't go through. Wow. Seriously? All right, I guess I'll take one. I'll go to, oh my God. I hate just I keep moving down. It's a bad habit, but let's see if we can get pick 16. Maybe get a decent prospect. So who does have 16? Hopefully it's a team with a little bit of cap space maybe. That's the Timberwolves. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, I'm going to be sitting here all day. Who has 17? All right, if this doesn't go through, I'll cut out. All right, Dallas agrees with that. We'll take somebody at 17. Maybe we'll get lucky and somebody decent will follow us. But yeah, we don't really have a shooting guard anymore, so we definitely do have to work on that. We do still have Yusuf Nurkic as our center. Hassan Whiteside is a free agent. If I have bird rights on him, I'll probably work on some sort of sign and trade. But let's see. Wiseman, Edwards, Ball, probably going to be close to the top 3 in real life. So let's see who's here. Zeke Naji. I cannot pronounce that name. I apologize. Makur Maker is here. Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Bay. Oh, Nico Manian's here. Give me Nico Manian. He's he's pretty much the only guy here that I've heard of. So let's go ahead and take Nico Manian. I do not watch a lot of college basketball, to be honest with you. He's going to be a 72 overall. Probably going to spend some time in the G League. Maybe eventually will play for us. So Rodney Hood declines. Hazonia declines. Caleb Swanigan I'll bring back, and they'll probably look to trade. So let's see what we can do here. I'm not a huge fan of Zach Collins. He's only 20. I definitely want to see if Nasir Little can, eventually maybe potentially become something for us. So I would not mind, really starting him at power forward. So I guess Gary Trent Jr. might have to start at shooting guard if we can't figure out anything. But let me go ahead and move Swanigan down to a power forward because his overall, should jump up a few. He actually jumps up to a 74 overall. Maybe could be a good rotation guy, but then again, we do have Zach Collins. So maybe Caleb Swanigan, if he can get me a first-round pick, perfect. Cleveland will give me one. We just don't, again, have a lot of assets right now. So Jalen Horde, No thank you. Moses Brown, no thank you as well. I'm trying to win championships here, even though technically I already won one because I simulated it. And we were literally an 8 seed, and we won a championship. I don't know how it happened, but it did. So, yeah, this is what the bone-dry roster looks like right now. I think I'm probably going to – maybe I'll actually give Manian some minutes and let Simmons not have a backup. So, we'll see. I definitely would maybe like to look for a better starting shooting guard. And let's see what we can do. I think this game is hilarious because, like, if you look right here, I don't have bird rights on Hassan Whiteside, and it's still going to let me re-sign him. So, hopefully, the game doesn't glitch and not let me re-sign him. Rodney Hood wouldn't also be a bad backup because I would probably throw him in some sort of trade. So, yeah, it's going to let me bring back both of them. I'm fine with moving on from, Carmelo Anthony. I don't think his time here is, needed anymore. Thankfully, he did get a ring, technically. So, even though you guys didn't see it, I promise you we won a championship. So, yeah, we have Hassan Whiteside back on the team. I'm not a big fan of having, two very good centers on the same team. I just don't think it's going to work in today's NBA. So Whiteside definitely could be in a trade. Let's see what we can do. So the Phoenix Suns are offering me this deal. Rodney Hood, Hassan Whiteside for Devin Booker and Frank Kaminsky. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one. I think there were some other offers. There was actually an offer for CJ McCollum, funny enough, but I'm obviously, not going to do that. Doesn't really make much sense. So Dame, Mannion, Booker, Trent Jr., Simmons, Collins, Little. I am going to start Little. I want to see if he can progress. What pick was he in last year's draft? He was 25. I thought he was, a lot higher than that. And then Nurkic, and then we do get a new backup center here in Frank Kaminsky. So I am going to give Little some chances. If he can potentially do something and, be a decent player for us, I'll probably start him the entire video. If not, well, obviously we'll look for a replacement. But for now, we're all set. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 1. So we're here at the start of year number 1, and our rotation is all set. Damian Lillard, Devin Booker. I'm actually really excited to see what this backcourt can do. I mean, definitely two of the top guys at their respective positions. Ben Simmons, hopefully can, kind of work out here. I kind of like him a little bit better at the small forward spot. I mean, I know he's obviously a really solid ball handler. He can't really shoot no matter what position he's at, but I'm actually excited to see how he can play off of Dame and not have to actually be the primary ball handler. Nasir Little, I'm giving the chance here to, start. I'm excited to see what he can do, and then Yusuf Nurkic, obviously a super solid starting center in the NBA. So we look at the bench now. Gary Trent Jr., 25 minutes a night, was going to start if I didn't make that trade for Booker, so let's see what he can do with 25 minutes a night. Frank Kaminsky going to be our 7th man here, Zach Collins, and then Nico Mannion, who they want to be resting, but you know what? I'm giving them 10 minutes a night. So hopefully this team can be really good. We're fresh off a championship, but then again, we did trade our second best player. Let's see how we can do. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. Year number 1 has come to a close, and Giannis is the MVP. 32.5, 16, 6.5 points, 63 and 19 on the year, though. Pretty impressive, and I will obviously take that. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year, ended up getting drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. Good replacement for Kemba. And, Terry Rozier, I guess. Dennis Schroeder, 6th man of the year. Kawhi, Defensive Player of the Year. Ja Morant, Most Improved. And Terry Stotts does win Coach of the Year for us. So, hey, I'm very happy with it right now. We're a 1 seed. Looking to win a championship. Or I guess, a second one. But let's see what we can do here. Player stats in the year. Damian Lillard, obviously, one of the better point guards in the league. Devin Booker, superstar. Ben Simmons was really, really good for us at the small forward spot. Yusuf Nurkic, who I did sign to a contract extension. Same with Gary Trent Jr. I also signed to a contract extension. Honestly, Frank Kaminsky wasn't bad with 8 points, 5 boards. I believe he only played 18 minutes. Nasir Little, yeah. Might be time to look for a new power forward, but we'll see. Nothing's set in stone yet. So we do have New Orleans here in the first round. Lonzo Ball, J.J. Redick, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Dwayne Dedmon. I don't know why Jackson Hayes isn't starting over Dwayne Dedmon, but that's just a personal thing right there. So let's see if we can maybe, get by New Orleans rather easily. That would obviously be, a fun thing to do. But yeah, as I mentioned in, the beginning of this video, if you guys do want to see the other side of this where, kind of put CJ McCollum on the 76ers, I think that's going to be kind of a very, like a similar thing. It's not like a similar thing, like a similar rebuild, but it's going to be like a similar difficulty. Where neither of these are going to be very hard, but it's just more of like a what-if entertainment value. So that's kind of why I'm doing them today. Sorry, I forgot to show you Portland's team, and of course they're up 3-1 on us right now. All right, come on. 3-1, okay, and we lose. Okay, well, Portland. We're Portland. Denver almost blew a 3-1 lead. That would have been cool. It's Denver and Minnesota in the West, Brooklyn and Boston over there in the East. Celtics and Nuggets, come on. Give me my Celtics a win. Give my Celtics a win. Let's go, baby. You love to see it. Jason Tatum is your finals MVP. So we're heading into the offseason right now. Offseason of year number 2. Up to the draft lottery. I don't think we're going to have any picks. Pretty sure we don't. So unfortunately, Philly does have our first round pick right now. I'm actually kind of fine with that. I'm going to go ahead and sign. Well, that's a lot of money. I'm going to go ahead and sign Jordan Malone. And then do I want to bring Terry Stotts back? Let me sign Mike D'Antoni. I actually don't really get Mike D'Antoni a ton. All right, I'll sign Mike D'Antoni first, and then Jordan Malone can come here. All right, so our front office is all set now. Let's head up to the draft to see if we actually traded for any picks in this year. I don't know if we did or not. We actually do not, so we do not have any picks. But we still have a really young prospect in Manny, and then obviously like guys like Nasir Little, Gary Trent Jr. are still pretty young. Of course, I'm going to bring Nasir Little back. I mean, he wasn't great for us, but I'm sure he can eventually be a good bench piece. Zach Collins is probably going to be the guy that I work on a sign and trade with. I think matching him up to maybe a guy who kind of wants out, but they want a young prospect in return could end up working out because obviously we don't really have any money anyways. So Zach Collins wants about $15 million a year. I'm going to wait. Obviously I don't have any money right now. So we are going to wait on this one a little bit. I think the rest of our roster should still be here. Yeah, pretty much everybody is. So, we lost Frank Kaminsky, though. That's unfortunate. I didn't say I had bird rights on him either, but I'm just going to go ahead and wait till after moratorium to make sure Zach Collins can get a big enough contract. I'm not trying to trade for somebody unbelievable. I think we already have a really solid big three of Dame, Booker, and Simmons. So we'll obviously go ahead and see what sort of trade we can make, and I'll see you guys once this is all done. So somehow Lauri Markkanen ended up in Charlotte. I'm not sure if the Bulls just didn't match a deal, but he's on a pretty big contract. They gave Zach Collins 22 and $0.75 million bucks. It's actually a player option at the end of year number 1, but I don't know why I'd sign him to that. But yeah, they have 2.5 interest in him, 2.5 stars interest. So our unprotected first-round pick this year and a Milwaukee first-round pick, they can basically have as many firsts as they want. Hopefully this will go through. If this doesn't go through, this would... Oh, my God. Okay, did not really see that going that way. I wouldn't mind Danilo Gallinari as a stretch four. I take like one day off of doing a rebuild, and all of a sudden I can't talk anymore, which is just obviously, never good. So let's go ahead and... I don't really want to give up a ton of first-round... Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? This is gross. If it comes down to, I actually really wouldn't mind Kevin Love. I don't know if we're gonna have the money for this. Of course, we're $2 million off. I also went ahead and signed to Aron Baynes. I don't know if you guys saw that. He's gonna now be our new backup center to Yusuf Nurkic. So I need to sign somebody for $2 million. Of course, I don't even think I have $2 million that I can spend. Oh my God! This sucks. I don't think the money's gonna work. Because I would actually really like to use Kevin Love right now. I think that would be a really cool fit here. If I can't get it to go through, then, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here for 25 minutes, trying to make this one trade go through. But, yeah, 600,000 more. All right, I'll sign one more guy. Let me see if I can do this. So I signed Torrey Craig as well. It's going to be Zach Collins, Tyreke Evans, and Torrey Craig for Kevin Love. Kevin Love's just not a guy I get a lot, and so if I can, maybe try to get him in a new place, and let's see what he can do. There's been some Kevin Love to Portland rumors, so we'll see if, it can turn into anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2 of the rotation. So we have a new coach here, and I'm actually really excited to see what Mike D'Antoni can, do with this team. Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Ben Simmons, our new addition in here of Kevin Love. I'm actually really excited to see what we can do here. Obviously, Kevin Love is kind of in the back half of his career, but I'm still really excited. He's an 83 overall. It's not the highest overall, but again, not a guy I get a ton, spice it up a little bit. And then Yusuf Nurkic still here as our starting center. Bench looks like this: Nasir Little, Aron Baynes, Gary Trent Jr., and Nico Mannion. So I'm also very pumped for this bench. It's a good mix of veteran guys. Well, really only one veteran, and a couple young guys here that hopefully can develop and become really solid for us. So pumped to see what we can do. Hopefully, get to another championship, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So this team was absolutely insane, to say the least. I cannot believe, the fact that we won 74 games. It seems crazy to me, but we did. Giannis is your MVP again. Bol Rookie of the Year. Isn't this his technically 3rd year in the NBA? Must have spent a lot of time in the G League. Jonas Valanciunas, 6th man in Memphis. Anthony Davis, even the Player of the Year, is still in LA. Tyrese Halliburton, Most Improved. And then Mike D'Antoni is your Coach of the Year. So we're a 1 seed once again. Hoping, we can make it a little bit further this year. That would obviously, be kind of nice. Devin Booker led us in scoring. Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, 3 20-plus point scores. Kevin Love looks like he's doing super well in his new home here. And Portland, Yusuf Nurkic, super solid as well. Gary Trent Jr., Nasir Little, Aron Baynes, and Nico Mannion. So, New Orleans in the first round once again. Wow. Derrick Rose. Wow, DeMarcus Cousins is back. Did they trade Lonzo for Derrick Rose? Interesting move there, but let's see what we can do here. Hopefully, get by them in 4, maybe 5 games, but we're up 2-0 pretty quickly here. 3-0, and can we sweep? Clean sweep, please. Thank you very much. We end up sweeping them. Moving on to round number 2, hoping we can get out of that round. Memphis here, John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Josh Hart, Jaren Jackson Jr., and they added Rudy Gobert. How on earth did you do that? That's just quick, just added Rudy Gobert. I guess maybe they traded Brandon Clark for him. I'm not really positive on that one, but that's a really good team. We're up 3-0, though, and we do win in 4. So, again, easy come. Easy does. Minnesota here in the Western Conference Finals. D-Lo, they drafted Anthony Edwards, Jarrett Culver, Nikola Mirotic, Karl Anthony Towns, Chris Boucher, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Wow. Now, that's a really good team. Whoever's running that show over there in Minnesota is doing a really good job. It's Milwaukee and Philly, who's an 8 seed, surprisingly, over there. And look at this matchup right here. Us against Philly. Wow. Oh, my God. Are they not even starting? Wait. Did they trade C.J. McCollum for... Did they trade C.J. McCollum for Hassan Whiteside? What in the world? Oh, God. Where did... Okay, I signed Whiteside. Where did I trade Whiteside to? I think it was for Devin Booker. Did they trade him to the Suns? Why on earth? Why on earth, Philly? That's just... I get it. Thibault's, like, going to help, but, like, you don't need 2 twin towers. All right, well, I'm going to get some gameplay here. That would have been such a super fun narrative if Philly didn't have to go screwing everything up. We're seemingly blowing Philadelphia out of the water right now, so looks like Ben Simmons found a, good home. Let's see you guys in there. So we're here in Whoa, did not mean to do that. So we are here in Philadelphia right now. Let's see if we can get going here. Use of Nurkic on Embiid is just not very fun. Kelly Olynyk, of course, Devin Booker has to foul out on that. Well, it was fun using you, Devin. All I did was foul, and, now you're out of the game. We are going to get Gary Trent Jr., though. So I guess that's a little fun. It's not a guy I use a lot. Kelly Olynyk to the free throw line for 1 and does hit it. So I'm excited to use Ben Simmons. I mean, he's not a guy I get to use a ton. He looks pretty interesting, I guess, to say the least, in a Portland Trailblazers jersey. He's quick as oh my God, he's quick as hell, man. 26 points in the night for Simmons there. But yeah, so again, this is a really interesting trade. Will it ever happen? Probably not, but it's just a little fun what if. It's a little different than trading every player rebuilds or prospect rebuilds. Just something fun to do. And then obviously I do get to use Damian Lillard here as well. So if I'm going to talk about this trade a little bit, I guess that's what I can kind of do right now. I think, I understand it from like both sides. I mean, Portland has seemingly been stuck in mediocrity forever now. And if I were them, I obviously wouldn't want to trade Damian Lillard. And if they can somehow pull off getting Ben Simmons for him, that would be crazy. I mean, I think production value, Ben Simmons and C.J. McCollum are obviously very, very different players. Wow. Great job, Dame, there. I think they're obviously very different players. C.J. McCollum is, an unbelievable shooting guard, and Ben Simmons is like a ball-handling power forward, basically, who plays point guard. So it's obviously a very different idea. I think Simmons would probably fit in at the 4 or the 3 if he was to play in Portland. I don't think they're going to move Dame to like the shooting guard spot and let Simmons, ball handle all the time. I mean, that's kind of, guess, all he's really done, because at LSU, I think he was pretty much the primary ball handler always. So, it would be interesting to, see what kind of happens with that. I think, it probably is not going to happen, just because I don't really think, we're probably not going to see a huge blockbuster this summer. It's just kind of unfortunate, and we're not going to probably see a ton of, like, exciting things going on this summer. The free agency class sucks in general. All this stuff going on with the coronavirus, who knows how long the NBA offseason will even linger for. Like, it might literally be draft, free agency, bang, we're done. You get a month and a half off, and we're straight into training camp. Like, you never really know what we're going to get here. So, we'll see. Obviously, I would kill for basketball back right now. I'm pretty sure all of us. Why are you putting a bunch of scrubs in? I didn't ask you to do that. Like, I did not ask you to do that. It's just dumb. Okay, but that's kind of my point. Do I think this will happen? Probably not. Would I love this to happen? Probably. I always love a good NBA trade, just to, shake things up a little bit. But I'm probably not going to sit here too much longer because, I'm in here playing with Mike Scott and Gerald Green. People forget Gerald Green has nine fingers. All right. And he dribbles the ball out of bounds. I'll see you guys with the finals MVP. So my pick's going to be probably Damian Lillard, and it's actually Ben Simmons. He was number 2, 21 points, 6.5 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals. He was super solid. 76% from the field, 0% from 3. That kind of goes without saying. So we sweep Philly. Ben Simmons gets the last laugh, does end up getting, a ring. And so let's head into this final offseason where, I don't think I'm going to probably change too much. Maybe 1 or 2 things. Probably not really anybody in the starting lineup because, I kind of like the starting lineup. It's a mix of guys, I never really get, never really get that I can get, like Kevin Love, Yusuf Nurkic, and then guys that are harder to get, Ben Simmons, Damian Lillard, and then I do get Devin Booker a decent amount. But we'll see. No picks in this year's draft as well. I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's head up to team player options right now. Do we have any big free agents? Nasir Little's, I don't know why they're automatically declining Nasir Little. It doesn't really make much sense to me. Shaquille Harrison, no thank you. So I think actually technically everybody's probably under contract. If they are, I'm going to definitely make one trade. It's like my biggest pet peeve leaving the team. Exactly the same from year in and year out. So yeah, the team's exactly the same. I don't really know what trade I'm going to make. I'll figure out something, though. So this is the move we're going to make. I just said I know I didn't really want to trade Kevin Love, but we're going to pick up Michael Porter Jr., who I'm super excited to use. Not a guy I use a ton. We're also going to pick up a Vika Zubac here. Going to be our new backup center, which means it's probably Aron Baynes' time here is up. Simmons is going to go down to power forward, where, he does drop a couple overalls, but honestly, I'm fine with it. I don't think, do people realize that when you change a player's like, position, it doesn't, like their overall goes down, but I don't think like their stats dramatically go down. I'm pretty sure anyway. Somebody's probably going to tell me I'm wrong, which I'm fine with. So Baynes is probably going to get traded right now for a backup small forward. So let's see what we can do here. If I'm going to move Aron Baynes, I'm sure Baynes fan club on Twitter is going to roast me, but let's see. Doug McDermott, low key. Oh, Kevin Porter Jr. Give me Josh Hart. All right, I'll take Josh Hart probably. Yeah. Yep, it's going to happen. Josh Hart, welcome to the team. For all of you OGs who remember when I did the rebuilds with my roommate, he used to love Josh Hart. So if you guys remember that, let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, this team is all set after one, kind of blockbuster trade here for Michael Porter Jr. Kevin Love gets his ring here in Portland and does depart. Not his only ring. I know he has rings with Cleveland, but ring with Cleveland. So Simmons and then Nurkic and Zubac. We're all settled, so you guys can start the third and final year. So year number 3 here, our third and final season, and this is how the rotation is going to look. Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Michael Porter Jr., our new addition. Actually took Kevin Love's number. He was wearing 16 too. Kind of funny. Ben Simmons just slides down to the power forward spot. Not much changes there. And then Yusuf Nurkic, still our starting center. Bench looks like this. Ivica Zubac, Josh Hart, Gary Trent Jr., and Nico Mannion. So 2 new additions here of Zubac and Hart. Very excited to see how this team can do. Hopefully go back-to-back, and yeah, I'll catch you guys at the end of year number 3. Third straight year, Giannis is the MVP. Actually, I think it's probably, no, wait a minute. Because this is the third year of the video. Oh, no, this is technically, okay, yeah, never mind. This is technically his 4th if you count the year before this. All right, 67-15 is our record. Ignore my dumbass. Terrence Clark, Rookie of the Year, ended up on the Charlotte Hornets. Tyrese Halliburton, 6th man after, I believe, winning Most Improved in Orlando. Giannis, also Defensive Player of the Year. Marvin Bagley, the 3rd Most Improved, and then Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. 3rd year in a row we got New Orleans in the first round. They're just a walking 8 seed, I guess. But yeah, far and away best record in the league. Player stats on the year, points per game. Booker, Lillard, Simmons. Michael Porter Jr. is a great addition. Yusuf Nurkic, Ivica Zubac, Gary Trent, Nico Mannion, and then Josh Hart. Team stats in the year, points per game. We were first. Defensively, we were first. Got to be first in the differential department. So Dennis Schroeder, the new point guard here. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Brandon Ingram, Zion, DeMarcus Cousins still here. Derrick Rose now moved to the bench. It's an interesting move, re-signing Boogie. I don't think, him in New Orleans, worked out very well. Him and Anthony Davis, on paper, looked unbelievable, but it's just not, the NBA today where, big men are technically, ruling the league. But nonetheless, we do end up winning in 5 games. Sacramento here in the Western Conference semifinals. De'Aaron Fox, Bradley Beal they traded for. What in the world? And Aaron Gordon. So they must have traded Marvin Bagley. Jalen Green on this team. How tall is Jalen Green? I would be starting him at small forward over. I was like, maybe not. That's an interesting discussion. But that's a really solid 5 seed. We are going to be taking them on here in round number 2. It's Minnesota and Houston. I keep getting teams mixed up today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I took like a day off of rebuilds and just all of a sudden I cannot speak. Houston here, Western Conference Finals. Russ Harden, Moni Bates, Isaiah Todd, Bol. 3 great additions for Houston there. Good job. Over there, it's Detroit and Charlotte in the East. We are up 3-0 here, 3-1, and we do end up winning in 5. Moving on and take on Charlotte here in the NBA Finals. LaMelo, Terrence Clark, Miles Bridges, Larry Markkinen. I wanted to trade for badly. Tony Bradley, PJ Washington. All right, let's see if we can get it done here. It would be pretty cool if we can go back-to-back. We're up 3-0. We're going to do it, and we do end up sweeping them. Ben Simmons, back-to-back. Finals MVP. This is his video, so glad to see it happen. So if you guys enjoyed and can leave a like down below, it would mean a lot to me. If you guys are new, please make sure to leave a subscription. Once again, thank you guys so much for 28,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me, a lot more subscribers than I ever thought I was going to hit when we first started this this journey together. So big shout out to you guys all for that. So if you guys do want to see the second part of this rebuild, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. Other than that, I do have, let's see, what other rebuilds do I have to do? We're doing this probably, I'm assuming you guys probably want to see the CJ McCollum 76ers rebuild. I'm doing the zero player progression rebuild coming out soon. I got a bunch of other ideas written down. But yeah, if you guys have anything specific you want to see, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you see an idea that you really like and want me to do, just make sure to leave a like on that comment. Maybe comment under it. Please do this, something like that. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I can't speak English. I love you guys. That'll be it. I'll see you guys all in the next one.